That to this training, all of us here are volunteers. We belong to what we call AL-HABIBIYYAH volunteers. In Nigeria, volunteerism is not too organized. We are doing it, although it's inbuilt in our system, but it's not certificated like the way we are doing it in AL-HABIBIYYAH now. So I want to thank you all for being part of this. But I want us to know that one thing that is changing the world, that's about to change the entire world now, is zakat, waqf, and sadaqah in Islam. Even the Muslim Association of Nigeria, they don't know this, they have not been working on this. They don't know it is the in thing in the world. I used to tell some of our young ones now that any course you do in your master's, just go for Islamic finance. There are so many opportunities await you. The issue of I graduate, I can't get work does not arise. Because there are so many opportunities on ground for us now. That is one. So we have decided to put this training together because you cannot be doing things that you don't know. The essence of the AL-HABIBIYYAH volunteers, we want to be doing so many things, including having canvassers for zakat and waqf. Somebody to pay zakat, to do waqf, you yourself, you don't know anything about it. It will be very insulting. You will not be able to know anything about it. And it will be better for us if we know what we want to do and how we want to go do about it. But I want us to know that it is a course that we are going to write exam on it and we are going to have certificates. So I want us to know, especially my director that is always with his phone, probably we are going to introduce a system where we keep our phone in one place when the lectures are ongoing. When we have break, after 45 minutes, we can go and check our phone that time because we don't want to waste our time unnecessarily. We don't want to waste our energy because this is not a plain matter. Quran says, "Innahu laqawlun fasal wa ma huwa bil asal." It might look as if we are not too serious about it, but wa ma huwa bil asal is not a plain matter at all. If you know you cannot cope, it is volunteer something, you can just walk out and don't come back again. You can still come for any other thing, but if you know you can't cope, because this is a serious something that in the next 500 years, it will have impacts. All of us should decide whether we want to be impactful in life or we don't want to be impactful. We have passed the stage of just using Islam to play. In most organizations in Islam is just play. The name of dawah. We want to go and be preaching and be marking grammar. I think the world has passed that stage now. I don't know, I was just telling somebody this morning, United Nations has crashed. I'm very sure United Nations will not work again. Another world is coming up now. The same story, that is how the League of Nations crashed in 1919. After the First World War, there was something like a United Nations, they call it the League of Nations. It crashed in 1919. So it now led to the Second World War. It was after the Second World War that United Nations was established in 1945. So we're almost in Third World War, meaning that United Nations too will crash anytime from now. So another world will now reappear. The question now of where do you want to be when that world begins to reemerge? Forget the way we are living the life before, we change. I can assure you, it is those people who can survive the changing world, they are the one who will survive. With all humility, I can assure you, with this program and the zakat and waqf, I can assure you, zakat and waqf survived First World War. It survived Second World War. In fact, after First World War and Second World War, it was those who have zakat and waqf that they are able to stand. And that's why everybody became interested in Turkey and the Islamic world. If you know the history of Second and First World War, the importance of Turkey, that everybody has to go to Turkey to destroy, to readjust, to learn some lesson. So the meaning is Islam, with the tools that Allah has given to us, is the only thing we can use to survive the world that is about to emerge. If you don't plan for it, when they are planning by the table, you are among the things that they are going to plan on. So I want us to know that this thing, if we are able to complete it at one sitting, alhamdulillah. If we are not, we might ask to come again because we are going to have certificates for this thing which we are doing. It's not just let my people go thing, because this is the only thing that we need now. So once again, I want to thank our facilitator. I want to thank him for his interest. I want to thank him for his belief. And I want to thank him for his trust in us. He believed so much in AL-HABIBIYYAH that we are in one meeting together. He didn't know I was in that meeting. He was fighting everybody. All these things you are doing, why are you wasting your time? Why don't you hand over everything to AL-HABIBIYYAH? And he didn't know I was in that meeting. Until when I joined, I started the meeting and now called him that I'm actually on that meeting. It was online. So, if somebody can just say that, you people, I want you to succeed, then I think we should appreciate him. It's not every human being that sees what is good and want to make it better. It's either envy or they pull it down, or be saying, looking for so many things to be saying. Like, I don't know, I've always been saying it. Many people have been saying AL-HABIBIYYAH, we are CIA. It is America that is funding us. It is Saudi that is funding us. It is Iran that is funding us. There is no English. They don't, but I always tell people, you are an enemy to what you don't know. By the time you get close to us, you know that we don't, even government, our own government, we don't even know them. Talk less of outside government. But one thing that I know that is certain, and that is our motto, in tansurullaha yansurukum wa yuthabbit aqdamakum. If you help Allah sincerely, Allah will help you sincerely. And it will make you the leader, it will make you the pillar of everything. Wherever you go, you'll be the pillar, you'll be the most sought after. And that I can tell you authoritatively. I'm not surprised when everybody say he's looking for AL-HABIBIYYAH, looking for AL-HABIBIYYAH. I told somebody this morning, somebody called me from Kenya, that she wanted to be part of this our zakat and wakaf. In fact, I don't know that you can have a link. Absamad, she has been disturbing me that she used to see on my status, but how can she queue into this thing that she didn't know that organization can do? Say in Kenya, it is Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, they're the only one that are in charge. And I also explained to him the one in Mombasa. I don't know if you know what is happening in Mombasa. The Mombasa Wakaf, they have problem there now. The Wakaf in Mombasa is working, but the government see that these people might take over the leadership of government. Mombasa is the second city in Kenya. So they see the way the Islamic something is going on, the Wakaf. So the government now decided that they want to set up a board. They now sent a bill to the National Assembly now. There's a bill on Wakaf bill in National Assembly in Kenya as I'm talking to you now. Because they've seen the way it's going, that if Wakaf work well, they can control everybody in Kenya. So they have to put politics. That's what is going on in Kenya now. So it means anybody that has eyes knows that the future of the world lies in Wakaf and zakat. So may Allah help us. It's something that we have to be serious about. We have to, and that is why the number we invited is just 30 or 35. It's not everybody. But any of us that does well, we might ask those people to come and retrain others based on what they have learned. Because we are still going to be training people in Kaduna, in Kano, in Kogi, Kebbi. We are still going to be retraining people. But those who are good are the one we do it. Then secondly, if you learn this thing well, you are able to convince people or you are able to talk to people, we are able to raise funds. Apart from the fact that you are helping humanity, we are going to also help ourselves. We can decide to even make it our career. Can make it our career. You might take a career from this too before you know it. There is a man, AL-HABIBIYYAH will remember, we went for one organization in Sarawak, in Kuching. The man said when they employ him as the MD of Zakat and Wakaf of Sarawak, he was thinking he could. That's why I said he should not go, because the salary was small when they started. Today, they are in trillions of dollars, and he has been working there for the past 27 years. 27 years. So this is a program, it's not a one-off program. If it works well, it can take a whole generation of people. The son will work, the father will work, the grandfather will work, the children, the boy will work, until the end of the world. So it's not just an issue. Unfortunately, we have a challenge. Almost all the malams that you can meet, more than 90% don't know much about Wakaf. And that's where the problem lies. And that is why I'm happy when my brother is, I don't want to say he made us to be convinced that the best way to do things is continuous training. And that is what we are doing. So we want to thank you, we want to appreciate you, and we want to welcome everybody. And I'll say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.